I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. Even though I'm going to give you a Raw recap, I'm pretty speechless. I have I got some crow to eat, along with some of my own foot on a theory that I had, and that has been thrown completely under the bus. And I don't know whether it's for a good thing or a bad thing. We're going to find out moving forward. Hello, boys and girls. You are now watching Peter's Raw Recap. And this Raw Recap is the recap of the day after WWE TLC 2015. It's the first show after. It's the show after TLC in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a lively bunch. Just a year ago, it was a bunch that was very anti-Roman Reigns, very pro-Daniel Bryan. What a difference a year makes, because what ended up turning out tonight is just like all of a sudden Philly is like pro Reigns, and I'm flabbergasted because I'm like, I mean, I'm still not sold on this guy. And it's not even like I'm a hater. I just go like, well, give me a reason. Can someone fucking give me a reason? Seriously. Other than the fact that he's just getting just mega pushed with no real credibility or no real background or no real fight to the top. He's just sort of placed at the top. Like, give me one fucking reason why I should like the guy. If you could convince me, seriously, if you could convince me that Mr. Kick, Punch, Slap, Punch, Kick, Slap, Punch, Clothesline, Mr. No Promo, is the guy that I should just be like, man, fuck this. This guy's awesome. I am all ears, okay? I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I'm all eyes. I'm all nose. I'm all teeth. I'm all fucking shoulders. I'm all fucking nipples. I'm all fucking knees. I'm all fucking shins. I'm all fucking kidneys, lungs, everything. Someone, please convince me why I should like this guy. And if no one can come up with like a proper reason at all that I should be liking this guy, then yes, I'm going to stand firm. Like, this guy does not impress me. He doesn't. He doesn't fucking impress me. And not only is he being pushed to the top with fucking jet fuel, and he's cannibalizing the entire roster. Cannibalizing them all the heels, all dead. It's not even a lot of guys on the roster. We got so many fucking injuries. And right now is Roman Reigns' time to just basically destroy every heel in path. And not only does he destroy every heel in path, he gets rid of fucking Triple H. He makes basically Stephanie McMahon the person who basically neuters everybody on the fucking roster. And then Vince McMahon himself, he just went through everybody tonight. He just went through everyone. There's no one left. There is no one left that this guy cannot conquer right now. Give me one person. Braun Strowman? I mean, I don't know. John Cena? The Undertaker? You're gonna dust off fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin to fucking come and face Roman Reigns? Are you going to go dig up the grave of fucking Chris Benoit? Like, what the fuck? Can anyone defeat this guy? And I don't even know how the fuck he got this title. I don't know how he got this position. He's in there in the beginning of the fucking promos, smirking and smiling. He can't even take the fucking promos seriously. Yet still, everyone's hooting and hollering, and he's winning championships, and meanwhile just clearing out the entire heel roster. You put together 4 fucking guys to make his life a living hell, and even though he's been stepped on and fucking beat to death with a chair and all the odds, it doesn't matter. Cena never had it this good, man. Cena never had it this good. Ever. He won matches, but have he had it this good? He was giving a guy after guy after guy, but he wasn't giving like, other than the Nexus, he wasn't giving like 18 dudes, former champions, whether U.S. Intercontinental or a World Heavyweight Champion. Like, he wasn't given that luxury to just take out them all at once. And this is what fucking Roman Reigns is doing, man. And now he's going to main event. Now he's pushing the main event. And my whole theory was, if you have that title, you're not a main eventer. That title does not represent main event. Now you got this guy who's being pushed as a main eventer, and now he has a title. Now, is this a good thing? You know what? It is sort of a good thing. It's a great thing that the belt has now placed upon a guy that the company trusts, that they want to fucking make the belt again a main event. But goddamn, what a smack to the face. What a smack to the face to a lot of fucking guys who held that belt over the past 5 years. I mean, I don't care how you feel about him. You talk about a guy like The Miz who actually retained the belt over John Cena at WrestleMania. It was never about him. It was never about him. It was about The Rock and John Cena. You look at guys like fucking Alberto Del Rio, and you look at guys like CM Punk. All those guys that tried so hard, and even to a certain degree, Seth Rollins, who had to take a back seat every time to fucking either Brock Lesnar or Undertaker. And now this guy, this Roman Reigns guy, man, it's amazing. I don't even know whether to do a fucking review of this or not. I mean, this is a recap. So just to start everything, and I'm gonna try to run through this shit as swiftly as possible. Try to get out of here in maybe the next 10 minutes. All right. So Stephanie, the show starts off not with whoever the fuck just won the championship. They start off with Stephanie McMahon because she's pissed off that her husband got her ass handed to him. She calls out Reigns, and he just strolls out like no big deal. He breaks the fourth wall. He gives a shout out to his daughter. This guy, like nothing. There's nobody. I've never seen the likes of this. This guy doesn't give a shit. Everything is in his hand. Everything. He owns the company, man. Like I don't even know how. I don't even know how he's given this privilege, man. I don't know. It blows my fucking mind. Oh my God. Fucking Stephanie calls him a failure, calls him a disgrace. He's like, fuck you. You're a disgrace. Triple H is a disgrace. Your whole fucking family's a disgrace. So she slaps him like 8 times, right? Nothing. She's like, I'm not going to fire you because Triple H told me not to fire you. But fucking Vince McMahon showing up and he may do that shit. So watch your ass, motherfucker. Watch your ass, right? So that's a 12-minute fucking intro. We get Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose in just an exhibition. And it's what it was. It was a good match, right? Good match between the two, but it gets broken up. All of a sudden we get vicious Kevin Owens, all right? None of that, no more of that Owens walk crap. No more of that bullshit. Like, okay, this is basically what he did in NXT. Sami Zayn, fuck this. Fuck both of y'all. He goes in and breaks up a really good match, destroys them both. Pop-up powerbomb, 2 of them. Pop-up powerbombs, 2 of them to Dean Ambrose, and then he fucking just powerbombs Dolph Ziggler on top of Dean Ambrose, and he walks off. You get backstage with him and JoJo, and he's just pissed. He's like, fuck this. Fuck Ambrose. You think he's lunatic now? I'm going to make his ass insane. We get a fucking Philadelphia-themed extreme promo by Team ECW. All of them talk. Tommy Dreamer, fucking Bubba, fucking Devon, and Rhino. Rhino finally gets to speak. And they call out the Wyatts. It's like, we're gonna start this shit here. You're gonna start this shit. We're gonna end this shit here in Philly, where all this extreme shit got started. R-Truth comes out, does the full fucking rap, right? Does the full fucking rap. Bo Dallas comes out, and I'm like, something's fishy here. Hey, why the fuck are these two out here? But it's all a setup, because fuck this match. It's all about the arrival of Vince McMahon, right? So he shows up. It cuts away from the fucking match altogether. He gets out the fucking car. He sends Stephanie McMahon home, and then he goes to the ring. Meanwhile, R-Truth and Job Dallas are in there trying to make the best out of what the fuck they got. And then Vince's music hits. He goes to the ring, kicks them the fuck out the ring. Like, get the fuck out my ring. And they just crawl away like fucking roaches as he talks about how someone is sweating in the back, and that what he's going to do is make them sweat even longer, right? He walks over, the funny part, he walks over to take a seat, and whatever jabroni that's working props, he's like a key grip or something, he's about to hand Vince McMahon a steel chair. Get the fucking chair out of here. Give me this nice ass chair, you jabroni. Well, anyway, it goes to commercial break. Come out of commercial break, Vince McMahon is standing there. Nothing has happened since, right? It's basically just building to suspense to make Roman Reigns sweat more. And I think that same jabroni grip guy shows up and is like, hey, Reigns is ready. And he's like, well, fucking make the bastard sweat longer. He gets up, he goes into the ring, calls out Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns, actually for the first time, I don't think I've ever seen this before, he comes down the ramp. Vince McMahon got that motherfucker to come down the ramp. All right? So Roman Reigns comes out the ramp. And basically, he's just like, you're an asshole. Now, fuck you. What you did is, pretty fucked up. And you're going to pay for it. So right now, I have no other choice but to, before he could fire him, I think he wanted to apologize. It's like, no, just apologize. Get on your hands and knees. And Roman Reigns is just like laughing, like, no, I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing nothing. Doing shit. Whatever. He's smiling and giggling. And he's like, you think this is funny? You think this is funny? And what the fuck happened? He's like, I should beat it out of you. I could beat it out of you. He starts taking off his clothes and shit like he's about to actually start fighting Roman Reigns. And then Sheamus comes out. He's like, look, Vince McMahon, no one should ever disrespect you. No one should ever talk about you or your family. Fuck you, Roman Reigns. Who do you think you are? You know what, Vince, you don't worry about this. Let me take this motherfucker out, okay? And Vince is like, all right, maybe. He's like, well, fuck it. To make it even sweeter, it'd be for the fucking belt. And then Vince is like, turns to the crowd. Hey, you guys want a championship match tonight? It's like, yeah. He's like, y'all dumbasses fall for that every time. Ain't no championship match happening in this piece of shit city. And Roman Reigns is like, okay. He has a fetish with testicles, it seems. He goes from potatoes to tater tots to grapefruits to fucking prunes. And he fucking shoves the microphone in Vince McMahon's throat. And, his chest. Like, who is this guy? Right? So Vince McMahon is like, all right, you motherfucker, you bastard, you son of a bitch, you get your match. But if you lose, you're fired. And he goes to shake his hand, and rather than shake his fucking hand, he kicks him square in the nuts. A well-deserved shot in the fucking nuts, because all this fucking past 2 days, Roman Reigns has been a sore, sourpuss piece of shit brat. We get Ryback and Swagger versus Rusev and ADR, and so who fucking cares? Rusev and ADR wins. Who fucking cares? And what else we don't fucking care about? This fucking Rosebush. It's crap. Neville versus Breeze as Miz is the director. Breeze, come on, man. Like, have fun in WWE Superstars, all right? It was a mistake to even call you up in the first place, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. The fame. Someone get him the fuck out of there. Enjoy Superstars, okay? Main event. Your name all over it, Breeze. You getting the treatment right now. And the NXT treatment, and it fucking sucks. I hope that check is nice though. And yeah, he's outside doing a commentary, and Breeze jobs out, and then Miz and Neville are backstage, and he's talking about his ears again, and it all comes down to Miz wanting this guy's accent. Where we're going with this, I don't know. The Wyatts respond to the Philly promo by Team Extreme and shit. And then we get the match. And it is basically 15, 16 minutes of just the purest of all that is insane chaos you've ever seen in your fucking life. It is basically a hardcore match. It is a 8-person hardcore match. And it's like one hardcore match with like 2 people just tearing up the place. But no, you got like 8 dudes just ripping each other to shreds, and it's ECW, and it's fucking, the Wyatts, and they just bought themselves 20 minutes of time, and they just like, you got 20 minutes, just go out there and just fight to your fucking heart's content. And it looks like the East Extreme guys are gonna win. Big spots right here. We get We get an AA from Tommy Dreamer to Harper, off the ramp onto 2 tables, right? We get Strowman fucking just snatching up Dreamer and plowing his ass through some barricades, right? There's a fucking funny spot where Harper slams the stick. He's like hitting Bubba and Devon with the kendo stick, and then he just kind of slams it down. But I don't know how the fuck. It was like a football bounce. That son of a bitch just hops right perfectly into Bubba Ray's hand. Now, maybe he was supposed to be down and shit, but like, he's like, I'm not passing up this spot. And he just gets up, no sells the kendo stick that he just got hit with, and just starts going to fucking Harper. Harper gets the advantage again, but I just thought that was a really cool spot. I would have done that. It's like, oh shit, I'm not gonna let something as cool as a bounce, a cool ass bounce, go to waste. Fuck that. Either way, we get 3D on Harper through the table. We get Sister Abigail on Devon outside. And then Rowan, of all people, the person who's been actually getting his ass handed to him and pinned first since this whole fucking shit started, he gets the fucking pin on Rhino with a fucking big splash off the top buckle onto Rhino on a table. And this is another defeat to Team ECW, and the Wyatts look strong. They look strong, being a bunch of old dudes. The next segment is the New Day, a humbled New Day. They come out and they give credit to any and all the competitors in last night's ladder match. He gives them shout-outs. He brings out the Usos. He brings out the Lucha Dragons. Lucha Dragons tried to call them out on like, well, look, you hit us with the trombone, man. What the fuck is up with that? He's like, you know what? I was a heat of the moment. I apologize. And it's like, look, guys, all y'all bust your ass. We did all this shit for the tag team division. Kudos to everyone. Kudos to everyone, right? Handshakes. 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 And then as the Usos and the Lucha Dragons were going up the stairs, they said, you know what? And we really meant that. What we told y'all is what we completely meant. But at this moment in time, it's all about the motherfucking New Day. And we are your tag team champions. What? Which they are completely entitled to do because they are the champions. There was nothing dirty about their win. It was a no disqualification. No DQ, just like Roman Reigns losing because of the fucking the nation of jobbers showed up. Xavier Woods throwing that trombone into the back of Kalisto is part of the game. No DQ. So they didn't get screwed. They won fair and square in a ladder match with no disqualifications. And they gave everyone their kudos. They gave everyone their dap. They gave everyone their love, hugs, kiss, bromance. It was a full-blown brodeo in that motherfucker. They can brag, man. Let them brag. But nope, they can't brag. Sour grapes, Lucha Dragons and the Usos, sour grape Usos go in and they beat the shit out of New Day because they start bragging afterwards. That shit looked like a heel shit. That was some heel shit to me. You got Roman Reigns snapping, turning heel, and everyone's like, yay! And now you got the Usos and the fucking Lucha Dragons turning heel on the fucking New Day. All these guys are faces, man. All these bad guys, all of them, they're faces to me, man. They're faces to me. They're the ones in peril. Oh, it drives me crazy. You got Brie and Alicia Fox versus Flair and Lynch, and a team bad in the stands looking like a bunch of fucking idiots. Well, anyway, we get Flair. Another babyface team. Flair swipes the leg of Alicia Fox, which results in a disarmor, and fucking Alicia Fox tap it out. Man, Alicia Fox and Breeze want to be the heels, man. It's just crazy. And then we get to the fucking main event. We get to the main event. We get Sheamus versus Reigns, and this is a rematch. It's a fucking rematch from last night. No ladder. Belt for job. If Sheamus wins, fucking Roman Reigns is fired. And then obviously, if Reigns wins, he's the heavyweight champion. And this is a long fucking match. About 20 minutes long of just them beating the living shit out of each other. And Vince is at ringside. And they're just going back and forth until the real shit starts happening when Vince McMahon pulls out the referee after a Superman punch and pin by Roman Reigns. Now, he's all bloodied up and shit because he starts to headbutt fucking Sheamus at some point. But there's this moment where he's on the apron talking to the ref, just talking to him how, like, hey, do right, what's best for business or whatever the fuck. While the Nation comes out, Alberto Del Rio. Where the fuck is Wade Barrett, by the way? Where the fuck is Wade Barrett? Where the fuck is Wade Barrett? You know what? He's better off not even showing up because the Nation show up. The Nation of fucking mid-card jobbers show up. And it should fucking be like just it's the writing's on the wall. Like, how the fuck can he like overcome this? But nope, Superman punch to fucking ADR, former 2-time, 3-time champ, Royal Rumble winner, and now the U.S. champ who just beat John Cena. Oh, you're nothing. Here's a Superman punch for you. Who's next? Rusev. Oh yeah, a guy who's like the Bulgarian Brute, had a fucking outstanding streak. U.S. champ himself. Oh, here you go. Here's a Superman punch for you. After I done fought for fucking 15 minutes, I'm tired of my ass. I had a fucking ladder match last night that almost tore me in half. Oh, no, there's nothing. Just a Superman punch to you, bro. Just a Superman punch to you. Oh, I'm going to go back inside. Oh, yeah, you're going to try to come at me again? Here's another Superman punch. And then, oh, look, there's Vince McMahon. Let me Superman punch his ass. And then, Sheamus, what's going on, bro? Oh, here's a spear. 1, 2, 3, victory. It blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. And even on top of that, Philly is going insane. Insane. They've lost their complete shit over this. And I don't know. I swear to God, you ask me, I don't know where all of this shit transformed from a year ago, from just like, dude, just booing his ass out the building. Something as crazy as him winning the belt at Survivor Series and all the boos that came out and the pyro so loud that you couldn't hear the boos. To now, in one of the hardest hardcore places you ever be, in a place where Roman Reigns just did not fit the equation. And they're cheering his ass like he just, like that was Stone Cold's return. He wins the belt. He kicks Vince McMahon off the apron from which he landed after getting Superman punch. Just kicked off the fucking apron like he's garbage. That's Vince McMahon, man. That ain't fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. My God. It blows my mind. My mind is blown. And it seems, I look over at this and I go, this was not a bad Raw. And that's what's been happening. When they could start on the first day after a pay-per-view, you know what? Sometimes they can get it right. And you know what? Philadelphia had a great show. They got themselves some great performances and all of that shit, right? But man, the end result, I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what is the next step. What is the next step? Let's just say from the mid-card jobber league, right? What happens with Rusev right now? What happens with ADR right now? What happens with Sheamus? Those are three bona fide heels that all, again, respectively had legacy to a certain extent, right? That were thrown in this fucking league of jobbers to sort of stack the odds and make Roman's life a living hell. They've been wiped out like a bunch of fucking jabronis by a guy who actually had help in the Usos and Dean Ambrose. They never needed to help him. Ever. So the Usos could have focused all their time in trying to win that belt, but they're like the fucking glorified cheerleaders for Roman Reigns, and little things like that make a difference. Okay, Dean Ambrose has a fucking belt, but you know what? He took his eye off the ball, and he thought he had it safe. And now Kevin Owens is dropping his ass like that dumped it up. Dropping him. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns, with not only the chair, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Sheamus, Rusev, Wade Barrett is nowhere to be found. Alberto Del Rio, and Triple H. He just took them all out. And that whole ladder match was for nothing. All of that. Last night's main event, nothing. For nothing. Wasted all that time to look at that shit. Triple H getting his ass handed to him. All that stuff. All that filler. The only thing I see coming out of this, right, is like it just clears out for the return of, I don't know when Randy Orton comes back. And if he comes back, where is he inserted? And clearly, Daniel Bryan is not coming back anytime soon. I'm just letting you know. As long as this shit just went down, oh yeah, you may as well just go ahead and pack your bags, Daniel Bryan, or just keep on that fucking suit and tie, because you ain't never wrestling for the WWE again. You may as well call it quits, dude. Just go ahead. Just as soon as you can break and you want to wrestle so bad, you just take your ass to ROH or take your ass to Japan or something. Hell, New Japan. Even though Lucha Underground, they will script your ass in, right? They'll make sure you got a nice, secure, comfy job, and they will milk out them yeses like a motherfucker. John Cena's coming back. They'll probably work out something with Batista. Now, you look at WrestleMania 32, and there will be seats available, by the way. Just letting you know. There will be seats available. And if you think hope is lost, maybe not. There's a good chance they can salvage something. They can salvage something to make that WrestleMania good. But again, Something has to happen with The Rock. Something has to happen because apparently his agency is all some old bullshit. Ronda Rousey just lost. She may just become available. Just say it. Batista may come back. We got the returning Randy Orton. We got the returning John Cena. You know, and that just alone, and seriously, I'm dead serious about this Daniel Bryan. Just call it quits on him. That's all cleared out for those guys. So people like Del Rio, people like Sheamus, people like fucking Rusev, people like Dean Ambrose, people like Kevin Owens, all those people that were just using this hole while everyone's all injured on a sabbatical, you know, to sort of earn their spot. Cesaro, he done got fucking hurt. Big Show's been gone. Kane's been gone. Undertaker's probably taking a nap somewhere. These guys were filler. And I've said it before. These guys were only filler. And the hopes of getting a new star, there was only one star coming out of this. He goes by the name of Roman fucking Reigns. That his music that goes like dun dun dun, it needs to go do 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 do. Just change those fucking guitar riffs into blasting horns, and have him rap over it in Samoan, and you're gonna have yourself fucking the greatest WWE superstar of all time. That's his destiny. You can lift that. You can lift that. That little catchphrase from ADR. He's not using it anytime soon. And that is Peter's Raw recap, motherfuckers. Subscribe. Check out my TLC recap, and also check out my live reactions. The discussion with the homie Jake, Peter Jake Talks Wrestling, will be Wednesday, and it's going to be a late one too because NXT Takeover London. He does a podcast called Fast and World Podcast where he reviews NXT. And that show is going to be at 3 o'clock. So they're going to watch that show and then do a review. And then Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling is going to be later. It may even happen on Thursday. Just may. I'm going to have to hit him up and... No, he works. So it's going to be late Wednesday. All right. And then Peter Talks SmackDown. I need to do some special commentary. I really need to do some special commentary on certain things because, my God. It extends my fucking recaps and reviews a little longer than they need to, like now, and I'm still running my fucking mouth. But this is the sports entertainment era. This is the sports entertainment era. And as much as I thought that belt didn't mean shit in a main event spot, I think they found their guy to finally make that belt. Outside of John Cena, outside of Brock Lesnar, that belt make it again a main event. They putting all the eggs in that basket. Oh my God, if he ever got hurt. If he ever got hurt, man. Whoo. Oh my God. You might as well jump ship. So yeah. Thanks for checking this out. I got that off my chest. I'm going to go get me a beer. And watch out for those foreign objects, all right? Peace.